People constantly distract themselves because silence forces self-awareness, and self-awareness forces accountability, and accountability forces self-correction. Is self-correction really that hard for people to bear? I don't know, but it's something to talk about.
He got his ear to the streets to talk about. So when you hear Shayne speak, to talk about. Yeah. There's a new message every week, something to talk about. So when you hear Shayne speak, something to talk about. Yeah.
But yeah, before we get into this episode, I'm gonna need you to like, share, and subscribe. Most people can't even sit alone with themselves for 10 minutes without some type of device, an iPhone, a tablet, iPad. Can't even sit alone with themselves for 10 minutes. That is a damn shame. It's like, what is it about you that you can't bear to sit with? You know, it's something to think about. You know, it gotta be something that you don't like about yourself, something that you despise about yourself. It can't just be because you're lazy. You shouldn't be too lazy to sit with yourself, right? It's like you need something for that emotional escape from yourself. That should tell you something, because constant stimulation is equivalent to running away from reality. It's bad when your reflection scares you. You know, when you got that vampire syndrome, you don't want no mirrors around. You can't see yourself in the mirror, either because of shame, because of self-doubt. We have to be able to sit with ourselves. We have to be able to look at our own reflection and realize who we are, you know, because who we are, man, we may not be happy with, but we have to see that. You have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, you know, and say to yourself, man, I'm not happy with how I look. I'm not happy with who I'm looking at, so that you can hold yourself accountable and take accountability and do something that you're going to be proud of, so that the next time you look in the mirror, you're saying, man, I'm making an effort. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I got to do. So you could be proud when you do look in the mirror, not distract yourself with a bunch of devices. It's just not healthy. It's not healthy for your psyche. It's not healthy for your self-esteem, you know, and it's not healthy for the world in general. The world is fascinated with all these different distractions, because these distractions pull you further and further away from who you truly are. And when you get pulled further and further away from who you truly are, you no longer hear that voice. You know, you no longer hear that inner voice. And when you don't hear that inner voice anymore, then it's silent. And if you don't know, silence produces fear and confusion. You know, real growth, it starts with reflection. That's how you grow. You have to see yourself. You have to see yourself for who you truly are, because everybody's not perfect. And real growth begins with reflection. That's where it begins. Like for me, for instance, when I started to see myself, that's when I started to change. That's the thing, is that you have to see your own reflection, your real reflection, not the make-believe, I'm all that, and you can't, all that make-believe stuff. That's why you have to put the devices down, at least for a moment, you know. because it's not doing you any good. You have to put the devices down, go in the bathroom, and look in the mirror. You're going to see who you truly are when you self-reflect and begin to analyze yourself, you know, instead of analyzing all of the rumors and all of the celebrity gossip, you know, all of the comedy and the craziness that's on the news. And media is destructive because it's pulling us further and further away from who we truly are, or at least from the reality of who we truly are. Because you could be a total asshole and you don't even know it. You think that you're the coolest guy, coolest woman in the world, but in all actuality, you're a total jerk. You're a jerk off. You're an asshole. You're somebody that no one wants to be around, but you don't even know it because you don't even see yourself for who you truly are. So it takes time, but you need to start now so that you can change. If there's things that need to be changed, then at least now you see it, and now you could do something about it, you know? Because believe me, everyone needs to grow. Everyone has to continue to grow in the person that they are, you know, or the person that they want to become. You know, again, like I said, no one's perfect. No one on this planet is perfect. So we have to hold ourselves accountable. And the best way to hold yourself accountable, first you have to see, you know, what it is that is wrong with you. And then you hold yourself accountable for it. Man, I am a jerk. Wow. I am lazy. Wow. I'm not responsible. So that you can change that. You have to become a better person. You have to become a better person, not just for society, but for your family, for yourself. You know? I have to be honest. When I think about all these distractions that's going on, because there's so many of them. It's so many, because distractions are profitable, extremely profitable. And they're making a lot of money off of us. I mean, it's a lot of money being made off of all of these man-made distractions. But you know, when you think about it and you honest with yourself, you begin to realize that you don't really want to deal with the reality of who you truly are. You know, you don't want to deal with that reality. So you want to be distracted so you can escape. But you can't escape yourself. And even if you watch television all day, you was on YouTube all day and all night, when the lights is out and you're laying in the bed and you trying to get some rest, you might end up staying up for a couple more hours into the wee hours of the morning, thinking to yourself, why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? You know? And you can alleviate all of those restless nights by just dealing with yourself in the daytime, dealing with yourself, you know, throughout the day, and not the majority of your day being distracted by nonsense, by stuff that's fruitless, by stuff that's not gonna benefit you in any way. Y'all gotta get it together. Listen, avoid them distractions. Stop being so distracted. Look in that mirror. Analyze yourself. Change, transition, do something different. Stop avoiding yourself, because you can't. Something to talk about.